Just the usual, waiting for another train to move, and there's a hobo over there.
You're not gonna beat a bike, bro.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's ThatBikerDude. This is going to be the crash video that I was promising to upload for you guys. I was trying to do a little bit of moto vlogging right here, and this is the biker that would never wave to me on my Nighthawk, and he actually waved to me that time.
He actually waved to me. He actually waved. I can't believe it. I was on my Nighthawk, he would have flat ignored me. Wow. I think he realizes because his bike is like, I think it's a 600. So, yeah, he probably figures better wave to a leader bike. And I'm not being all cocky and whatever, I'm just saying he's been, ever since I got my Nighthawk, he only waved me like once. And that was because we directly came across each other's paths, so, yeah. Okay.
Then I'm just going to cut straight to the crash, guys, after this scene. It's not real pretty, so I mean, I'm giving you a chance to click off of this video right now. It just... And the audio cuts, so as soon as I hit him, the audio cuts. Remember, I'm giving you a fair warning. Click off this video. As soon as I turn the right corner here, the guy pulls right in front of me. So, alright, last chance. And then the audio cuts right there. I actually hit him so hard it tore the microphone right out of my helmet. And I hadn't realized my GoPro had snapped off at this point, so that's why it's just kind of whatever. And, you know, I'm obviously banged up a little bit, moving my left hand a lot because it hurts. I didn't know if I had broken anything, but the good part is that there was a lot of people right there, and you can see by my leg that's actually one of the screws that held my fairing on. But yeah, the audio cut, and I'm just telling people I think I'm okay. Just a little shaken up. And yeah, I finally realized that I'm not pointing the camera at me, so I'll point that at me in maybe a minute or two. But right away, I mean, I was pretty blessed, because that could have happened, you know, out in the middle of nowhere, and the guy could have thought, you know, oh my goodness, I just hit somebody, I could just leave. But there was one guy there that he wanted to have an ambulance come right away and check me out. But at this point, I'm thinking, you know, I can't afford that, because I didn't know how insurances worked, and I didn't know if it was going to be coming out of my pocket or not. But you can see there is, you know, I'm not showing all the people, but there was about 6 or 7, possibly 10 people, I mean, right there, right away, making sure I was okay. And the lady to the right there, she's the one that called my dad. I gave her my dad's work, and she called him, let him know. And then they originally wanted to call my mom, and they were like, no, we don't need to call his mom. She doesn't need to know that right now. So they called my dad, and my dad called my mom real calmly and told her what was going on. The guy was straight ahead, that he's got the bald head. He was the one who was checking my spine out and making sure I could feel everything okay. But you can see my glove is almost came off my hand. Not quite, but I mean, you could tell it tried to come off. But my gloves weren't scuffed up at all. The guy to the left is the one that hit me. He felt terrible. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say at this point right now. I was just in a lot of pain. If you look close, there's a rip right in my jacket right there. A piece of the clutch, when it hit the ground, actually broke off, cut my first jacket, and I had an Under Armour hoodie underneath. It didn't cut that jacket, but it sure sliced my arm up. It cut the muscle. I mean, there was muscle, a little bit of muscle sticking out. when the paramedics cut my hoodie off. But that guy right there, he's the one who's checking my spine out, making sure I'm not in any pain, that I can feel everything. But yeah, it wasn't pretty. It didn't feel good. I'm still recovering from it. Hopefully by the time of this upload, I'll be riding again. So yeah, he's wanting the paramedics to come, and I thought I was okay. But I'm just gonna go ahead and skip to another part right now. All right, and at this part, the police officer came to ask me what had happened, to make sure I was okay, and this and that. So I was just telling him, I was just, coming down the street, going for a cruise, and, minding my own business. Nobody in front of him, nobody in front of me, just pulled right in front of me. That I couldn't lean hard enough, and I just, he hit me, and I hit the ground real hard, and yeah. I was almost able to avoid it. Had I been, I'm guessing, maybe 8 inches farther over to the right, I would have been able to sneak by him. But yeah, it wasn't good. And I'm smiling right now because I thought my bike was okay. And, I was okay. I was lucky to be alive. And he's the guy that hit me. I'm not going to say his name. He came over with his insurance and still feeling just really bad. I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, you just slaughtered somebody with your envoy. But yeah, there's not much more here because, I'm just still describing what had happened. So, yeah. All right, and at this point, I'm calling my dad. The guy gave me his phone to use, and I was telling my dad what had just happened, and it wasn't my fault and all that. So, yeah. It stinks that the audio got ripped out, but my first thought when I had hit the ground and I'd realized what just happened was I recording? I mean, it wasn't am I okay, is my bike okay, it's am I recording? But I knew as soon as I looked over at my bike and there was oil leaking out of it, I didn't know it was totaled at the time, but I knew it wasn't good. I'll skip to another part right here because this is just kind of boring. I really hope I'm not boring you guys. I just thought, this is my first crash and I want to upload it. Not to make people, pity me, or if the guy sees this that hit me, make him feel bad. He gave me a pat on the back right there. He had felt really bad. Some of you guys may think, no, he should have been right down, sitting on the ground with you, making sure you're okay. But he really did feel sick. He just felt terrible. I mean, the whole time, I am so sorry, I didn't see you, this and that. Which sometimes people just don't pay attention. But I don't think he was on his phone at all. But, yeah, I'll skip to another part because this isn't real interesting. Alright, and this is when the paramedics came. And I know they're there, and I'm telling my dad I got to go. They're here to check me out. They're here to, take me to the hospital, make sure I'm okay. And at this point, I'm smiling because I knew I could have gotten hurt a lot worse. And I thought my bike would have been able to be fixed, but when we went and checked it out, where it got towed and the guy told me it was totaled, I just, walked outside and started crying because as a kid, it wasn't, I want a Honda Civic for a car. It was, I want a crotch rocket because that's something that I've always wanted. But here, the officer, one of the paramedics, takes my camera and then, sticks it inside the helmet. So right here is where I'm gonna, cut it and whatever, because there's not much more to talk about. But yeah, I don't know if you guys are gonna enjoy this video. I don't want to say hope you enjoyed because I just got slaughtered by a GMC Envoy. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you benefit from this video somehow, some way. Drive more defensively, and if you do not own a motorcycle, please, please, please watch for them. 70, 80, 90% of the time that motorcycles are in accidents, it's not because of the motorcyclist. It's because of the people who aren't paying attention. Now, am I saying that you know, it's never the biker's fault. No, there's guys that get killed that are doing 100 miles an hour weaving in and out of traffic. I mean, there are stupid bikers out there. But I was just out for a cruise and some guy wasn't paying attention, pulled right in front of me. I mean, I'm not trying to say how good I am in this and that, but when I was on the stretcher and they were taking me gonna load me in the ambulance and take me to the hospital, I shook the guy's hand and said, "It's okay, accidents happen." Like I said, I'm not pointing, you know, the finger at me, saying, "Look how good I am." But if something's truly an accident and it wasn't done on purpose, I don't see why we can't forgive people. And I got a frog in my throat. But yeah, we just need to learn to forgive and forget, because granted, that was a nice bike and that was like a once in a lifetime opportunity for me to get a bike like that. Maybe I can start riding again get another leader bike is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, rate, comment, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, one more thing. I'm going to keep, man, stupid frog. I'm going to keep the intro and the outro the same, simply because, you know, just in honor of that bike, because it stinks that it got totaled. It was such a nice bike, and I thought that was an awesome intro and outro. So that's going to stay the same. Anyways, please rate, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, sorry to bug you guys again, but I just wanted to throw this in there. I specifically remember hitting my head when I crashed. It was just a boom! And the scuff on the back of the helmet was not bad, but there was definitely a pretty good scuff there. And I hung my helmet up kind of as a trophy to say, you know, you couldn't have me. I'm still here riding, you know, living life. But yeah, I'll throw this in there too. I'm not the greatest talker, I'm sorry, but wear a bright color. If you're out on the road, I mean, I guess if you're on the highway, you don't have to really wear a bright color just because you're not stopping and going in and out of traffic and whatever. But wear a bright color for sure in the city. That's basically all I've got. Not real good at ending videos, but I'll show you some pictures of my totaled bike, Holly. I hope you enjoy, and I'll put in some pictures of the road rash that I had. It wasn't good. But my phone got broke in the accident, so I wasn't able to take a picture of my arm when, you know, it was just a huge gash. There was probably a 1-inch gash. It wasn't pretty. But I'll stop talking. I'll let you guys watch the rest of the video, and hope you all have a good day. I'll bug you one last time. The reason why I've got upbeat music is because I don't want to end this video on a bad feeling or a sad feeling. Granted, it is sad my bike got totaled, but yeah, I just don't want to end this video on a bad note. So hope you enjoy.
Red hot kickstand.